The important stuff that you need to know.
That is what's important to me.
Right here at KLIF, always at DFW's Morning News. One of those is gas prices. Very important to all of us as we try to commute around this large metroplex. I want to bring into the conversation now, friend of the show, Rey R.T. Trevino, oil and gas expert. RT, or pecosoperating.com is the website, RT. We appreciate you jumping on.
Oh, good morning. Thank you for having me.
So what we're talking about here is the price for gas slowly dropping over the past month, a trend that's expected to continue. Now, that's according to AAA, not me. The national average price for a gallon of gas, $3.08. That's down 5 cents from last Monday. 1 year ago, the price was $3.20. So what's the method behind this? Is there anything that is causing this drop, and how long will it last?
Yes. Again, thank you guys for having me on. And that's a good question. Right now, what we are seeing is about a 3-week delay, a 2 to 3 week delay in the lower prices of oil that we saw 3 weeks ago. The prices were about here 3 weeks ago, right under $60 a barrel. And right now across North Texas, we're seeing about $2.50 a gallon of gasoline. But the reason why prices have continued to drop over the last 48 hours is due to the Israel-Hamas historic ceasefire that we've seen. We now have some de-risked geopolitical uncertainty. And keep in mind that whenever the price of a barrel of oil is created, there is some uncertainty packed into that. Right now with the Middle East as a ceasefire area, that has de-risked some of that price. And keep in mind also that so many OPEC countries also supported this deal. And as OPEC only continues to add barrels of oil to the global supply, that will also ease this price.
Yeah, well, it makes sense because, even when the word war is mentioned, oil prices just skyrocket, right? So you would think a peace deal would at least bring it down just a little bit. It kind of works that way, you would think. RT Trevino's with us, oil and gas expert. So how long is this going to last then? Because it does seem like there is some sort of resolution here that could last a while. I mean, it was good news this week that was delivered in the Middle East. Big news, too. Do you expect this to be long-lasting?
I pray that it is a long-lasting ceasefire and that we can get some real positive things done there in Israel and amongst the Gaza Strip. The other reason that the price of oil has dipped, and this is something that people are not talking about, is the trade war or the tariff war that we have with China. Keep in mind, President Trump has already threatened a 100% tariff on China starting November 1st. And that is due to China's retaliation on critical minerals. So we're now going to retaliate with some of our natural resources. And if that happens, that means we will continue to have even more of a supply right now of oil because that won't be going over to over to China as well.
So that's a good thing, right? So things are looking good then as we head into the late fall months.
I would like to think so. I do believe I was on here right before school started on some different channels, and that's typically when we see lower prices. And for us to be going into the holiday season with these lower prices, what great news that is for the United States economy. As an oil and gas producer, I'm always excited that we continue to grow our economy and grow our production. Keep in mind, America is still the number one oil producer at almost 14 million barrels of oil a day. And with President Trump, we will continue to be the number one producer of oil over the long term, God willing.
Rey R.T. Trevino, as always, we appreciate your time and your expertise.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.